Bring your green hat.
Snoop-a-loop.
What it do now for you?
What's good, man?
Slow motion with the potion, trying to get back to the ocean.
Snoop, man, thank you, man.
Thank y'all for having me.
We wanna say this is a
I'm not saying thank you for being here. I'm saying thank you, period, for hip-hop, man.
Oh, thank you.
For fucking what you do, man. Excuse my language. Sorry.
Now, this is an exclusive thing we're doing here for the radio show and our hit hip-hop podcast, JUAN EPSTEIN.
Okay.
Puerto Rican and Jew, JUAN EPSTEIN. Special-tacular Christmas
Snoop-a-loop.
edition. Snoop-a-loop is here.
Know that.
Syph, where do you want to start with Snoop Dogg, man?
I don't even know where to start, man. Where do you start?
I don't know. When I talked to him last time, he gave me, like, in 5 minutes, he dropped gems about, he had crazy stories. Snoop told me last time I talked to him that he remembered
every single day.
Okay, there we go.
Funky hits with my nigga Dr. Dre.
I know.
That's where we start.
You want to go there?
You stupid for pulling that one out.
Black for black. I edited the show. You heard that? Good job, man. Why? Okay, why? You just took a beat, just started freestyling?
That's before
put it on the vinyl?
Before we did Whoop Whoop Bitches Ain't Shit, we did that record right there. I just freestyled on it because I felt like I wanted something to say and I had something to say. Back then, I used to just rap on any beat that Dr. Dre put on, and that was one of them.
Just rap?
Rap. Man. No need, no conversation, just rap, just full speed ahead.
What, I heard, what did we hear? What did you tell me the other day? That he did Ain't a G Thing first?
I did.
And Deep Cover? Or
Ain't nothing but a G Thing was written before Deep Cover.
And then that Dre wasn't fucking with Deep Cover?
No, he didn't like Deep Cover at all.
Wow.
At all. He didn't like nothing about it. We had to convince him to like it, but, you know.
That was one of my favorites. That beat is crazy.
Yeah, one of the best.
That's empty.
It's history now.
So did you write for Dre before you rhymed for Dre? The first thing you did write for him?
No, first thing I did was rap. He heard my cassette. I had a cassette tape, and he heard me on my cassette. And once he heard the song and he liked it, was called Gangsta's Life. He had brought me to the studio and he had put up a beat and he wanted me to rap to that beat. And I just...
What beat was it? Was it a beat we would know?
James Brown, The Big Payback.
Okay, there you go.
But it was a Dr. Dre version of it, and that motherfucker was big. It was...
Where's that?
Probably in the Death Row. They probably gonna release it with that garbage they've been releasing.
With the unreleased?
They've been releasing a ton of garbage over there.
They released one joint of y'all's that was like 1.5 minutes long. Some random shit from back then.
You want some random Snoop shit that's hot though?
Is it? Are we staying in the same era?
Yeah, see that's produced by Snoop Dogg too.
This is?
Oh man.
Come on, son. You think I don't got gems in here? Yo, fall back, Snoop. I got gems in here.
Fall back, Snoop. Why is it Snoop's fault that you got gems?
Go ahead.
What are you yelling at him about it, for God's sake?
Speak on it.
He's got some treats.
Nah, but you know, I mean, we could sit and talk history forever and ever and ever, man. It's
No, I know what I want to talk about. I want to talk about something that's slightly, well, you know how I do, slightly unpleasant. Like the situation that you ended up rolling with P in. Was that like what it seemed like? Which was that you know you needed to get out of the situation you were in, and he was the best route, or did you think musically that was something you were really trying to do?
Well, personally, I was lost, you know what I'm saying, as a person, and I was ready to go to war with Death Row, and I didn't really have no team. So basically, I was going to lose the war because they had more cracking for them than I did, and I just didn't care, and I was showing up to places where I was putting myself in positions to where I could get hurt. So Master P peeped the game out and seen that I still was worth something musically, and he took me away from that environment and gave me a chance to breathe again. And when he put me with No Limit, I was like a star on No Limit, but in my eyes, they were stars to me because they was hot right now. So it was a love for love thing. They looked up to me and I looked up to them, and we inspired from each other. And that's why No Limit lasted for so long. And it was a couple of great records being made during that process. Everything over there wasn't great, but it was a couple of great pieces that were being made over there.
Absolutely.
Not to mention, was
retarded.
I mean, you got that. If you had just left with that and Bitch Please, if you had just left with
album.
those.
But that was the second No Limit album, right?
Yeah, them was the second No Limit. The first one, it was kind of hard for people to accept it, but the South loved it.
No.
Because P put me in their world.
Absolutely. But here's the thing, for Snoop fans to have a No Limit album cover for Snoop at the time, it just felt weird.
Yeah, of course.
And then you could tell the second album, he was like, hey, listen, I
love
what y'all doing.
I need to go home.
But the Snoop album covers came back, and we were like, oh, okay.
But that's because P was understanding.
Yeah.
He had his program. Trust me, his program was whatever he say y'all do. But after a certain point, it was like, look, P, that's you. You brought me to the label because of who I am.
You are, yeah.
Let me give you who I am, so that way we can maximize. And once that happened, it was all out.
Did you ever? I say that Still DRE is, to me, arguably the best comeback first single ever in the history of hip hop for me. Like when I was waiting for someone to return and they came back with Still DRE, like I was so.
Yeah, nigga, I'm still fucking with you.
Like the second I heard, everyone just knew.
Still Snoop Dogg.
I can't even talk.
You know what the chemistry is of that record right there? I tried to write Dre verse. DOC tried to write Dre verse. Hitman, all 100 people tried to write Dre verse. Didn't happen.
Hove.
Jay-Z came through.
And then Jay came through, right?
Struck the building up and knocked everybody's shit down.
He came through and did it? Like he
came through and struck the building up. When we heard Jay-Z pour, I was like, oh, wait. I'm gonna keep it 100. He fucking up everybody's shit up in here, man, including mine. And I mean, the way he wrote it, I was like, okay, so I must be saying them lines. Okay, I'm saying them. Good looking out, G. Good luck. He did that.
Wow, really?
And see, those moments in hip hop, that's what makes us the greatest at what we do. When somebody like Jay-Z can come in and just, watch out.
See, my problem, Snoop, is I'm having trouble finding those moments lately. Like as much as they used to be.
They're not there anymore.
They're not, right?
See, I'm
gonna tell you, you wanna know where I heard that moment though, Snoop?
Woo.
Yo, son, recently.
Woo. There you go.
Everyone had that moment.
Yeah, that's hey, Snoop Dogg.
Classic.
Yo, when I first heard that, I was like, I got the chills again. You know what I mean? And I've been having.
Too.
It's like a drug. Like I'm having trouble finding the chills.
Yo, Snoop, I actually took that record. I went ahead and I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I've had 5 versions made of that song. I've had Joel Ortiz.
I think Busta has a version.
I did 5 out of the gate to like, I was like, and then someone wrote the other day, they're like, yo, this is about to be the next Millie beat. What? Like, this shit's retarded.
Who did this beat?
Scoop DeVille. Kid Frost's son.
Oh, that's Kid Frost's son. Yeah. He's
Life
dope.
for the party, those girls.
Oh, I love Life for the Party too.
Party's crazy.
Oh.
Did you know this was it?
I knew it.
No, you can hear it, man.
I knew it off the top. And let me blow your mind real quick. When I first got the beat, I called Busta Rhymes. I was like, I want Busta Rhymes to be like, but for the hook. I want him for the hook, like, cause he's so energetic. But he was out of the country. So he was like, I can't, so it didn't happen. So then me and Ted was sitting in the studio, and Ted was like, Snoop Dogg, Snoop. You should everybody said, I'm like, oh, that shit sound dope. So we put them all on there. Then I was looking at the homies that was jerking. They all be like, hey. I said, put all that together. Once I got that, the rap, nothing.
Thanks, Snoop.
Thank you for that one.
Say thanks already?
No, thanks,
Snoop.
So is there any sort of remix for that, or is that?
I'm trying to get the remix done right now. I'm trying to get Lil' Kim on the remix. I like Lil' Kim, and she just stands up for Brooklyn so tough, and they just need that edge right now. I don't need no males on it. I need a female to come through and just.
Woo! I respect that.
When you got the obligatory woo from K Fox,
don't it need that?
Yes, definitely needs a woman's touch.
Because it's too many dudes that just jumping on it, just rapping like you said, because it's that record that.
No, I agree. You need to do something different. You can't do what everyone's already been doing, because everyone decided to remix that without you. Like, it's too late. They're gone.
And she to me, me and my homies have had this discussion many times. When it was what it was, when the industry was what it was, when it was